Hi guys, and welcome to the last race of the career mode. This is not live commentary as all the other videos have been, because today I have a very special guest, FisiFan91. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello guys, I am FisiFan91. Some of you may recognize me maybe from ARL and my channel. I also race on this game. So yeah, hopefully this should be a fun commentary.
Yeah, I've been really looking forward to this. You guys have now seen my setup and everything, just as the usual thing. Now this is my favorite track. What's your favorite track, Fizzy?
Well, my favorite track, I have been saying for a while that Australia is my favorite track, but there are a few tracks that come very close as well, including Barzil. It's also a track that I very much enjoy, so yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I managed to get pole position just closely, very
nice.
close on this race. I was really happy about that. I think that was my second pole in this career mode.
There we go.
Now the Toro obviously isn't the best car.
That is correct. Ferraris up inside there.
Yeah. Alonso was quite aggressive there in the first corner.
Ooh,
and
short side by side.
And I just flicked to the rich mix to try and
looks like it's worked out.
Yeah, it worked out for me. Now this is not the most interesting race because I don't want to spoil anything, but I was pretty high up the field the whole race. I can say yes. But anyway, as you mentioned earlier, you are I would say an ARL legend.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Can you tell us what is ARL for all the guys who don't know?
Yeah, basically ARL or Apex Racing League. It's a website where we organize races for and leagues on games like this. Well,
yeah, racing games.
Racing games. But I think the main focus has been on recently on the Codemasters F1 games.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've been racing a couple of social races. I haven't been able to join a league yet, but I hope I will very soon. A couple of live streams may come up from those races, or maybe race edits. I don't know yet. But I'm very happy with the racers in ARL. They're very competitive and clean and everything, so that's absolutely great.
Yeah, that's obviously the aim that we're trying to create with ARL, because it was created because of you know, obviously when you race in public lobbies online, it's usually not very clean.
Yeah, you're always getting crashed out.
Exactly. So with ARL we're trying to create a community where people actually want to race cleanly without hitting into each other all the time.
Yeah. I think that's great. Alonso trying to go for an overtake once again. I got a penalty for that.
That is.
Now
I have no idea how you got that penalty, but
you're the judge. Went a little bit wide. Alonso's crashing into me, and it didn't lose it. I think it managed to stay on racing. It didn't spin. I think I used a flashback for this one, because that's definitely a poor steward's decision.
Definitely. So I think it's fair enough that you
use the flashback. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously this game is sometimes a bit weird when it comes to penalties, but
yeah,
you just have to get on with it, I guess.
Yeah, but I have another question for you here. Now, when did you join ARL and why did you join them?
Yeah, I joined ARL in April of 2010. I was obviously at that time ARL was a very small site. We only had like 10 active members at that time.
Yeah.
And obviously now we have many hundred members. Yeah,
you got 6 leagues.
Yeah, 6 leagues only on the
Xbox. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty huge.
And yeah, why I joined it probably comes back to what we were talking about earlier about because Yeah, basically
the
one.
clean racing.
Yeah, the clean racing. That's basically the main part because, and the league racing. Makes it a bit more interesting to race when you're racing for something like points
Yeah.
in league. So
Yes, it's very very fun. And if you guys haven't haven't joined ARL yet, you can just click on the link below. You'll have a link to ARL homepage, and just make an account and say I want to race. You'll see Fizzy's forum post. I'll probably leave a link to that as well. Now, 2013 obviously has been a discussion in ARL and YouTube in general. So what's your thoughts on the 2013 games?
it's 2013 games. Obviously, we don't actually know much about how the 2013 games is going to be yet.
No.
Unless you're meaning like games in general, not just F1.
No, I mean F1 2013.
Okay, yeah, because we don't. I don't think Codemasters have announced.
No, I'm getting a
info
little
yet.
bit annoyed about that.
Yeah,
that we
it's
don't
a bit
know
annoying.
anything.
So I'm not really sure what to expect because I don't know what kind of areas they're focusing on for this year.
Yeah.
But you know, with 2012, they actually said that they were not focusing much on the multiplayer aspect, and that was obviously a bit annoying for us. Who
Yeah. Especially Apex Racing League.
Yeah, well, personally, I almost only race online.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I obviously have a career mode as well. But racing online is a little bit more fun. Except for that, I really enjoy making these videos. Yeah. But I mean, the penalty system obviously needs some work.
yeah, that's for sure. You've seen just as we saw earlier in this race as well, and we had many occasions of that in the leagues as well, where people have got very weird and unfair penalties. So that's definitely one of the areas that I hope Codemasters will improve for next game.
Yeah, and corner cutting as well. They let people get away with way too much corner cutting on this game, especially in Monza. And that.
Oh yeah, Monza.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what that corner's called.
Ascaria.
Ascara, yeah. I definitely hate that.
Yeah,
it's like when you're trying to stay on track and everybody's just corner cutting and gaining like half a second just from that corner. It's a little bit annoying.
That is pretty annoying.
Not that I
want to see.
Yeah, not that I'm claiming that I'm always staying on track in that corner, but sometimes I do turn in a little bit early, and it kind of just, yeah.
At least you're trying to stay on track, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because you sometimes see people who seem to be intentionally cutting corners to gain time, and that is not something
yeah.
we want. So.
Just cutting corners to gain time.
It would be helpful if Codemasters sorted out that system a little bit more, so that we wouldn't have to worry about it too much. Yeah,
and now one thing as well as I'm very very annoyed about is the engine dropout once you get out of the track. Especially in my career mode, that's where the main problem is.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that too much myself, to be honest.
No, you're being able to stay on track.
Okay.
Apart from me.
Probably a good reason.
No, but once you go a little bit wide or getting pushed out, your engine drops out and you lose like a lot of positions just because of that. And that's, yeah, it's annoying to me.
Yeah, I can understand that. So
now,
if you make a mistake then.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to rejoin and the engine drops out and you're already lost 5 seconds or so.
Yeah.
But you are in the ARL F1 league, which is like the top league of the F1 2012 on Xbox.
Yep.
And you got GP2, F3, F4, F5, F6, right?
Yep. At the moment we have 6 leagues on Xbox.
But will there be a 7th league? You are gaining members constantly, and maybe another league would be an idea.
Yeah, well, it's something we gonna have to look at maybe if the demand is so high that
Yeah.
like we get lots and lots of drivers who want to join but can't join the league because it's full. But at the moment, I think
Yeah, I've only got... I checked it like a couple of minutes ago, and it was 6 extra drivers, so it's not enough yet for...
yeah, and we tend to see a few dropouts throughout the season in other leagues. So we, as long as the demand is not too high, we try to fill gaps that open up in the other leagues. That kind of takes priority because we obviously want every league to have as many drivers as we can at all times. But
yeah, that's completely understandable. Yeah. Now, what is your favorite team? I've always been wondering about that. You're driving the Marussia in F1, but I doubt that's your favorite team.
Well, it's not my favorite team. I don't really have a strong opinion on Marussia at all because, well, it's a new team. I don't mind them, but you know, I don't particularly like them either. But I only drive the car because I had the last choice of car for this season in the league, so I didn't really have a choice when it came to me.
No.
But my favorite team, to get that out of the way, that would be Lotus.
Lotus, yeah.
Yep.
Why is that?
And that goes back to my favorite driver, who is obviously me being FisiFan91. That would be Giancarlo Fisichella.
Yep.
And he raced for Renault for a few years, from 2005 to 2007, I think it was. And obviously Renault is the team that now has turned into Lotus, so it's kind of the same team, and I've kind of been supporting them ever since Fisichella was there. So
yeah,
obviously I like Force India quite a bit as well, probably because of the same reason.
yeah.
So
you can see that one. So obviously your obviously your favorite driver is Fisichella, but for the drivers that race today, who would it be?
Yeah, I would probably have to say Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah, he's
at
hilarious.
The moment. Yeah, he's pretty funny at times. And obviously he's Finnish as well, so Scandinavian and not too far from Norway.
Not Scandinavian actually.
Oh well, it's up there.
Nordic
area. It would be.
Yeah.
Almost.
I like
I've
him
always
as well.
always liked him as a driver. He's a good driver. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hilarious. That's pretty much the only reason why I like him. He has these funny comments all the time. And
Abu Dhabi last season.
yeah, especially that one. But how did you get into Formula 1? Like, what kind of got your interest? Oh, coming into the pits now.
Oh, yep.
Just take that one first.
Take that one first, yeah.
I was just praying for a fast one here. Cause
lots of pit crews out the pit lane, so it seems like many drivers are pitting at the same time.
Yeah. What? I can't see that. It's 4 point something.
4.2.
4.2.
I think it was.
Yeah. I was just...
Oh.
What the...
Trying to see if you...
Really? What the heck happened there?
Oh! Yeah, I think I might be slightly behind you in the video because
it might be. Might be. Just using a flashback here.
Yep, I see that.
Wow. That was a rookie mistake.
A bit too eager.
Yeah, just wanted to save a little bit of the time that I lost in the pits, but apparently it wasn't a problem. As I did rejoin him first.
Back up in the lead, so I think you got this covered. You did very well in the early part of the race, I noticed, to keep Alonso behind, and that was pretty...
Yeah. Yeah, I've been noticing that when they kind of get just past, they'll just all of a sudden have like 10 or 20 seconds from pretty much nothing to, yeah.
Yeah, so surely Alonso and the guys who were chasing you, they would have pitted right now as well.
Yeah.
Seems like you gained quite a bit of a gap there.
What question did I ask just before we went into the pits? I can't remember.
how I got into F1.
Yeah, how you got into F1,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. It's just a bit funny because it wasn't actually F1 that got me into F1.
Okay.
Because it was in '97, I think. I was pretty young. Well, probably '98 to be honest. I think I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
My dad got me a game for the Nintendo 64. And I always liked cars, so that's probably why he bought me the game, which was an F1 game from the 1998 or 97 season.
Yeah.
I just started playing that, and found it a lot of fun. And I think it was maybe 1 or 2 years later, I saw Formula 1 and just randomly saw Formula 1 on the TV for the first time.
Yeah.
Obviously recognized it and
Yeah, it's...
got
Wow.
into it that way. So, and
Yeah.
since then I've just been a fan.
Yeah. Wow. That you were 7 years old. 6.
I think so. Obviously I can't.
You were 6, because I was 1 year old in '97. Okay, but anyway, now I got into Formula 1 just by the F1 2011 game. Really,
Oh, okay.
it was.
You've not been that long then.
No, it's absolutely not been long. It was the end of the summer last year, so it's not been a year yet. But I mean, I have so much passion for this the sport. Where I don't know why, it's just caught my eye, and like in first I wanted a game that I could play split screen with my brother, because we didn't have too much to do that summer.
Okay.
So then I just started playing Formula 1, and it was like this awesome sport with cars going like 300, 400 almost kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's not many sports where you get that.
yeah, where you get that speed. No, that's absolutely amazing. But now we're both from Norway, which is quite cool. And Norwegians are...
You Norwegians and you do commentary in English, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a little bit funny. But if we would have done this in Norwegian, no one could understand what we were saying.
It's probably true.
It's probably the reason. Now, do you like skiing? Do you enjoy it?
Skiing. In terms of
Any
skiing
type of
myself,
skiing?
I am skiing myself a few times each winter because it's good training and it's quite nice to be out in the forest and go skiing sometimes. In terms of the sport, it's always obviously been Norwegian. You kind of have to watch it because
Yeah,
it's
just because you're
all the
Norwegian.
time during the winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I know you're doing ski jumping.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm ski
it's pretty amazing. I have no idea how you. Well, I would be scared to death if I was gonna do that. So.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of... I've been doing this all time since I was like 5 years old, always jumping in skis, so it's come natural in a way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but skiing is a big part of like Norway. And I don't know why we got into this, but anyway, we'll keep on going. Now that's just my head that's thinking of something, and I'll start talking about it. Ooh, almost losing it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you like alpine skiing, like downhill?
It's not
Or-
one of
or
my
do you-
favorite disciplines. I have not tried it myself.
No.
So obviously,
Can't answer that question.
yeah, can't really answer. I will watch it sometimes, but
Yeah.
as I said, not too much.
Yeah. Because I like everything that's going down. Not up.
Yes.
Because that takes too much effort. If I can just sit, lean back, and gain a lot of speed, that's awesome.
I understand that definitely.
Yeah.
Very understandable.
Yeah, absolutely. We're coming up to lap 15 now. Around the final corner here. out of 18. So
Not long to go in this race. It's flown by pretty much.
yeah, I think it's 5 seconds almost to whoever's in second.
What's in second?
Yeah.
Kobayashi in fourth. That's pretty surprising.
Yeah. Kobayashi actually did a pretty good job throughout the season. I don't think he started too good. Obviously, I didn't start too good either, with a 20-second time penalty for hitting out Jenson Button in like the final couple of laps. So I was pretty annoyed about that. I just wouldn't let that position go, and it turned out I lost. I went from 4th position to outside the points just because of that, which was annoying. But I wouldn't have stood a chance in the Drivers' Championship anyway. But for the next season, guys, I've joined Mercedes. That is gonna be cool. And Mercedes this year, by the way, in 2013, they have an awesome qualifying pace, don't they, Fizzy?
Oh, they definitely have been very good in qualifying. Rosberg really taking pole position in the last race now in Spain, and Hamilton in 2nd place. But as you probably were going to point out next, they haven't been very good in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Lewis is my favorite driver. Touching the grass a little bit. Lewis is my favorite driver, so I'm like a little bit of a Mercedes fan now, but originally I was a McLaren fan. I really like Jenson Button, must say that. What do you think of those British drivers?
Yeah, I don't mind them. I've been a bit of a fan of Jenson Button as well. Especially in the recent seasons after he joined McLaren, I've liked how he's done as a world champion after the 2009 season, and some of the races he's had has been very good wins for him.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton, well, obviously you've been a fan. I'm not gonna slag him off too much, but I've not been the biggest fan of his, but no. Obviously he is a great driver. You can't take that away.
No.
He's one of the fastest in F1 for sure. So yeah.
And then you have annoying Vettel, which is just way too dominant. Still.
It's annoying.
It's very annoying. It's
you get tired of him winning all the time, and both winning and whining all the time, you gotta say.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But like when Kimi Räikkönen gets that 2nd place in Bahrain, I think it was Bahrain, where Vettel was absolutely dominant, that I thought, like, why don't you just give Kimi the win? And because like Vettel is another league, pretty much. He's got the best car. He's one of the best drivers, and yeah, it's annoying.
I wouldn't say, he's definitely one of the best drivers. I wouldn't say he's the best driver.
No.
Because he's had the best car for the past few seasons. Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see him put up in the same team as, for example, Alonso or Hamilton.
Yeah.
Or even Raikkonen, to see like how he did.
Yeah. Now, who do you think is the fastest driver? If everybody had the same car?
It's a very difficult one.
Yeah.
But if you take into consideration both pace and, driving, racing skill in general, I would probably have to go for Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, I think so as well.
He seems to be, to me, the best all-round driver on the grid.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that one. It's just a little bit sad that Ferrari can't provide him with the car Red Bull can for Vettel.
Yeah, they definitely haven't been able to do that for the past few seasons, but I think this year they're not that far off.
No.
I think definitely the closest they've been in terms of the car for the past few years, so it'll be interesting to see if he can challenge Vettel for the championship this year.
Yeah. So we're coming up to Sector 2 of the last lap, in the middle of Sector 2 actually. So I just want to thank you so much for for you to be here. It's an honor.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. It's been nice to be here.
Yeah. So I hope you'll do some great driving in the ARL for the next couple of races. I wish you the best of luck. And yeah, I think we'll just end the commentary here. And just once again, thank you a lot. And guys, I'll see you in season 2 and race 1 in Melbourne with the Mercedes car. And yeah, goodbye.
Great drive. You dominated the whole weekend. Pole and the race win. Fantastic. On behalf of the team, I'd like to thank you for a great season. This result will motivate everyone over the winter.